Guys, Tina here. Today we are going to be making snowmen. I actually made these last year, my daughter and I. We made some for Christmas, we made some for ourselves, we made some for gifts. I didn't really like the nose and the mouth that I did, so I'm going to be doing this one different. This is barn board that I'm using. A lot of you probably would prefer to paint on something a little bit smoother. Barn board's really kind of hard to paint on, but it's rustic, and that's kind of the look that I go for. I have a piece of barn board right here. It is a little rough, and I'm going to show you how to do it if you choose to do the barn board. So what you're going to need is you're going to need whatever wood you're using. Black paint, white paint. I use off-white paint as well. And ripe tomato, which is like an orange but a little bit darker. I also add a little bit of barn red with the orange just because I like that color. Paintbrushes, you're going to need, I use rough paint brushes, kind of old rough ones. These are old just because I have to paint this and I don't want to ruin my brushes. And also a couple small paint brushes for the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. You will also need a hot glue gun, water, Mod Podge if you want to seal it after. And I am using a stencil, a snowflake stencil. Also, this piece of wood that my son cut for me, which I painted black, which will be for the hat, and I'll show you that after. So this is going to be a quick video because I am actually leaving, but I wanted to share this with you guys. So the first thing you want to do is I am going to pour the off-white paint, and I'm also going to mix it with the white. Kind of gives it the white that I want. Just stir that up. Now you're going to need to add water while you're doing this. So what I do is I take my paintbrush. I don't know if that's the one I'm going to use. Actually, I'll use this one. Kind of a rough. You're going to wet it. You're going to dunk it in the water. And then you're going to dunk it in the paint. It goes on smooth. A little bit of the water, a little bit of paint. Because barn board is so hard to paint over. If you do it this way, it covers it a lot easier. So I'm going to paint this whole entire board with the white, and I'm going to keep dunking it in the water to kind of give it that old antique-y look. I'm not going to cover the whole entire thing. I want some of the wood showing. So I will be back in a second after I cover all of this. Okay guys, I'm back. I just finished doing my base coat. This is going to be a really short video just because I just found I have to go somewhere. So the next thing we want to do is you want to put a piece of wood where your hat is roughly going to be. And you want to take your black paint and you want to go and make a line straight across where that's going to go. This is going to be where the hat is. A lot of people would prefer to do this before, you know, when you're doing the white. You can just go up to a certain point and do the black. This just works for me. So the next thing you want to do, like I said, is cover the whole thing with black. I'm going to finish this, and hopefully this will cover without using the water. Okay, so the whole thing is covered. I don't know if you can see right there. The next thing we want to do is we want to put two eyes. I'm going to draw two eyes and a nose. The nose will be different than this one. more of a carrot nose. And I'm also going to make a little squiggly kind of mouth. So I'm going to do my eyes, my nose, my mouth, and then I will be back. Okay, so I drew the eyes, nose, and the mouth. I'm hoping you guys can see. The eyes, nose, and just kind of squiggly little mouth. You can either trace something, or if you want, you can just, just freehand like I just did. Just because I don't really care if it's real perfect. So we want to do the black on the eyes. You really want to have a good brush for this. My brushes are awful. Especially if you're doing the eyes. It makes it so much easier. Go around. It's an awful, awful brush. Actually, I might use a different brush for this. Yep. And like I said, it makes it really hard when you're working with barn board, just because it's so rough. If the board was smoother, you would definitely have a much easier time. Okay, so the eyes are done. The next thing we're going to do is the nose. So I am using ripe tomato, which I've already poured some in my bowl. I'm also going to just take a very, very little bit of barn bread. Just a tiny little dot. I like the color orange that it makes. Okay. And I'm going to do the nose. I'm going to do the whole nose. Okay guys, so the nose is done. And now we're going to do the mouth, a little squiggly mouth that I made. And when I do the mouth, I'm going to just kind of tap my brush. You don't have to do this. I just like the look it gives it. So put some on your paintbrush and then tap some off. Alright guys, so this is what I've done. I've done the eyes, the nose, I did the mouth. I put 2 little dots in the eyes. You can do this by hand or you can trace something. I did it by hand. I put a couple of eyebrows, I just drew them on. So I'm probably going to draw them out right now. This is one of the most simplest projects. It's so easy. Like I said, your kids can do it. My 10-year-old does it. The only part that I would say again is using the hot glue gun. You know, age appropriate. You probably don't want your kids using it if they're too young, as they can burn themselves. It makes really cute gifts. You can do whatever you want. You can give this little guy eyelashes. I like the little eyebrows that I give him. Just kind of And I don't put them on real dark. I am trying to, I apologize, I really have rushed this video. I have a place that I need to go to, and I didn't really have much time. So there's the eyebrows. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't even know if they're really even. Hopefully they are. Now the next thing you want to do, the wood piece that I told you I cut and painted, you want to put some glue gun on it. You can actually use a screw if you want. Sometimes these do come off. I like to use a screw gun, and you want to put it on that little spot where I told you the hat was going to go. Add pressure. So it should look like that. Now, the other thing you want to do, which you don't have to, I like it, is I have some snowflake stencils. I'm going to put a little one on his hat. I'm just going to take my brush, the same white that I used before. Actually, I'm not going to use that brush. I use a brush when I stencil. Just going to stencil it on. Must have been a little color on there. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. And then you have your little snowflake there. So anyway, there he is. He's done. I have my other one that I made last year. Both of them. I don't really care for the nose on this one. I had done a star and I didn't really care for the mouth, so I think I like this much better. You know, you could put a little bow if you wanted to, you know, on the side here, or do whatever you want. It's so much fun, and it's really so easy. They make really great gifts, and the kids enjoy, you know, making them also. And the only part, like I said, is just the glue gun. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize, it was short. I have a million things to do today. But anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and there'll be more to come. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.